When staring at a scattered, disorganized set of numbers, it's difficult to pull out any real meaning. To make sense of raw data, we rely on four essential tools to analyze and describe that information: mean, median, mode, and range. We'll start with the mean, the standard average. First, add all the numbers in your dataset together. Here, they add up to 32. Next, divide that sum by the total count of numbers. We divide 32 by 8, giving us a mean of 4. The mean acts as a mathematical center of gravity, distilling chaotic values into one representative number. If we want to find frequency rather than a calculated average, we use the mode. The mode is simply the value that appears most often in a dataset. Looking at this new set of numbers, your goal is to scan for repeating values. Notice how the number 3 appears throughout the sequence. Because it appears 3 distinct times, more than any other number, the mode of this set is 3. Unlike the mean, finding the mode requires zero arithmetic. It is a purely observational tool, the most direct way to identify the most common occurrence. Next is the median, which is the literal, physical middle point of your dataset. But before you look for the middle, there is a critical rule you have to follow. You cannot find the true center of unorganized data. The numbers must be arranged in ascending order. Once sorted, isolate the center by eliminating an equal amount from both sides. We count 3 inward from left and right, leaving 5 isolated. If you skip the sorting step, you are just picking a random number out of a messy lineup. By ordering them first, the median accurately marks the exact halfway point of the data's progression. That method works cleanly for an odd number of items, but we run into a problem if our dataset has an even amount of numbers. Eliminating equally from both sides of an even-numbered set leaves 2 numbers sharing the middle position. To resolve this, take the mean of those central numbers, add 4 and 5 together, then divide by 2, giving a final median of 4.5. Because of this rule, your median might be a number that doesn't actually exist in your original set. It functions instead as a mathematical bridge right between the lower and upper halves. Our final tool shifts the focus away from the center and looks at the extremes. The range measures the total distance between the highest and lowest values in your data. Let's put this into practice. Pause the video right here and try to calculate the range for this dataset on your own. To solve this, first identify your absolute maximum and minimum values. Here, our highest number is 9 and lowest is 3. Then execute the final step, subtracting the minimum value from the maximum. 9 minus 3 gives a final range of 6. While mean, median, and mode map out the center of your information, the range is just as critical. It tells you exactly how compressed or widely spread out your entire dataset actually is. You now have the 4 distinct tools needed to process and analyze raw sets of numbers. Let's lock in the rules. The mean is the sum of numbers divided by the count. The median is the strict middle point after sorting. The mode requires no math, just find the most frequent number. And the range measures total spread by subtracting minimum from maximum. Mastering these 4 metrics allows you to define where a dataset clusters, which values are most common, and exactly how much ground the numbers cover.